Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I made a video. Just been a little busy. Not to mention I have a new notebook and I didn't realize how good this camera with YouTube's quick capture would come out, but it doesn't look that bad, so maybe I'll start making more videos. Uh, One of the things going on here in the community is, Jokeup has closed his account, which that's fine. That doesn't bother me a bit. But I went and checked out Jesus Freak 777's page to see what kind of videos he might have been making about this, and I didn't find anything on Yoko, but what I did see is him attacking atheists, non-believers, agnostics, saying that we are the biggest threat to the world today. And I am going to say that that is nothing further from the truth. I think the biggest threat to the world today is religion in general, and not just Christianity, Islam. Those two are the major threats that I can think of. I'm sure someone can point out there's other religions out there that are pretty threatening as well, but those two in particular. But since I live in a country that is mostly Christian, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Um, the most dangerous, I think we all have friends and family that are Christian, which is fine, but the most dangerous are the literalists, the Christians who interpret the Bible literally. uh, Jonah was swallowed by a whale and lived. All the languages are mixed up because of the Tower of Babel, or Babel, or Babel, whatever you want to call it. Um, Everything in the Bible is 100% accurate and true. No room. It was sent by, God, the Word, and da 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 da. These are the most dangerous people, the biggest threat to the world today. Um, the reason that our government, so one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons that our government supports Israel is we have these lobbyists, these special interest groups, or these interest groups that are in the president and the administration, and they're in their ears. Every administration comes in. That's why you don't really see a lot of change from one administration to the next when it comes to Israel. You have a huge voting bloc down in Florida. New York's another one, as far as Jewish people. But Jewish people are just not even. It pales in comparison to the religious wackos, the religious way right religious wackos that are literalist when it comes to the Bible. See, they believe that until Israel recaptures its original borders, the rapture will not happen or Jesus will not come. So they are all for this thing going over there in Israel now. These taking over, kicking the Palestinians out. By any means necessary. And that's really sickening because here you have kids over there that are getting blown up. You have young teenagers throwing rocks, and the Israelis are pretty much just bombing them. Sure, they have people that they have Hamas, um, shooting rockets and what have you, mortars. Um, but that's like me taking a slingshot and flailing it into a crowd of 1 million people. I'm not going to live very long after I do that. It's just ridiculous. And what really makes me sick is that some of the foreign policy by this country. Of course, I'm sure there are other um, American interests to the reason that we support Israel. I mean, it is in the Middle East. It is a whipping stick, and those resources that are over there in the Middle East. It is to the benefit of American government interest to have Israel strong over there. But it's a lot easier for that to be accomplished when you have many religious right wackos that think it's by God, it is ordained by God that these things over there are happening, and they don't care who it hurts in the process, as long as they accomplish their goals for their rapture to happen. Um, I don't know. It's just real hard. We were in Stickam, and the more I read, the more I look things up, the more I study, the harder it is for me to understand how people can believe the mythology and the regurgitation of mythology that is put to us today in Christianity and all, as well as other religions. I mean, it is just regurgitated mythology. You know, we can talk about Horus 3,000 years before Jesus in Egypt, who was basically their Jesus, their savior, and the similarities between Jesus and Horus. And that's just one. I mean, the story has been regurgitated well over 15 times in written history. So yeah, it really makes me sick, because the most dangerous people in our world today are religious fanatics, whether it be Christian or Muslim. The fanatics are the enemy of the world, the religious fanatics, because they believe they have the moral authority over many people's lives. You know, they are more in your business than Big Brother, which is a whole nother subject. I mean, they were, and another thing I want to bring up is the fact that, you know, it's so funny when you watch Jokeup. Jokeup and people like Jokeup really think that they are good through God. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I can stop off and help somebody change a tire, and it have nothing to do with any God. But Jokeup talks as if something is different in him. I don't know. It's really just strange. It is a strange phenomenon. Um, and it also makes him feel better than, holier than thou, you know. So I guess I'll quit right there. I just wanted to get back on here, tell everybody hi. Still making videos, or starting to make videos again. Yeah, I guess that's about it.